Kia ora. Welcome to this reading. This energy that I'm about to channel in, please take what resonates. Leave the rest for somebody else or come back to it, right? This reading is timeless, so I'm not channeling in a particular timeline per se. However, we're just allowing these cards to ground you deeper into your body, because I feel like that's really important at this time, while simultaneously actually giving us a little bit of insight into this wider, these unseen realms that you're tapped into. There is a lot, whoever you are. You've been working on a lot. You've got a lot going on for yourself. It's beautiful. It's lovely to see. And there's this real sense of you being comfortable with yourself. And hugely grateful to the karmic cycles that played out and that just ended recently in your life. There's this real beautiful, and I had the message come through earlier, that you are the energy in motion. You are the energy in motion. I really love that, because that is an identity, the Empress, an identity that came through your mothering of yourself, okay? The Empress, the mother. She is the mother. Shivers. I hope the camera didn't pick that up. I didn't realize that there were bristasias in there. The mother, and it's the wahine. It's like, so there's this like merging of your identity, and you're feeling very deep in yourself. The moon in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse. You have delayed a lot of cycles consciously for two reasons. Pleasure, the pleasure of experiencing these cycles, which is fine, right? But simultaneously moving through the depths of your awareness, I feel like that beautiful mother healing has come from you being able to really call yourself out when no one is around before you make a decision. And it hasn't been easy. We've got the Three of Swords with the Three of Pentacles here, Ace of Cups. And a lot of deception I'm hearing that you moved through, but you know that rejection is redirection. It's also like a blessing through the reboot of the cycle. It's like you got a shock. I'm seeing like a shock to your system, and it really, like, I feel like you've been through these wider experiences, and like I said, these are things that are going on when no one is around. You're doing this shit by yourself. Well, kinda, because there's like me and then this channel, because we're growing here on this channel. And there's this sense of newness coming into our collective, and I feel like it's your collective because you get to like put this time into your day, this 30-minute reading, to nourish that mother because of this rattling of your cage that your nervous system has gone into. But you stepped away from the ego in the woo-woo, and that's just like it has so many names, to be honest. We're talking karmic relationships, we're talking I don't even want to go into it. It's so far from what we know now. This is the switch, this like turnaround, the crux of it all, the depth. And you've gone through a lot, but what is happening simultaneously as you move through all of that energy is you have that divine connection straight back into your Mauri, into Mauri toe as well. Very soft life force energy. And to be honest, there's so much happening in your tangata, in your actual tinana, your body, where you are holding a lot of identities all at once, simultaneously, every day, really showing up for yourself. But this is your masculine showing up for you also in your own world. And you're going to the depths of yourself. You've released a lot of like desperation energy in a real ego way. Okay, I'm not saying you were desperate, but there is this like there was this urgency, and now that you are more conscious and aware of what your dreams are, this is that balance. You know, you're bringing in the feminine in very masculine structured identities. That's so buzzy. Yeah, and there's this beautiful mother healing. So, for those of you who are planning to travel, yeah, start thinking about these travel plans. Start getting a budget ready for your plans. Budget, yeah, it's important, okay? Thinking ahead, even if it's just like a month ahead, all right? That's gonna, that was the thing. Catching up with yourself. You're catching up with yourself too, because there's a lot happening in the dream realm. Yeah. Okay. Keep up with me, people. This energy is a beautiful love story between you and, I don't know, whoever else that you believe is out there for you. Even saying that out loud, I feel like you are ready to just be held whole in the whole of the ness. in the wholeness, okay? Very vastly though, and this is because of those beautiful self-care practices that you do to nurture that inner child, and that's why there's no desperation here. Look at this beautiful blue. We've got the inner child. We've got a beautiful wahine, a tahua. Very deep. We've got a planet. It's that solar energy. 8 of inspirations. Okay, if you're having trouble sleeping, it's because you're being really called to do, like, not to do. You're being called to become aware of those intricacies of why your body, why your tinana is feeling the way that it is, okay? And if you're sensitive to things, then that is that moving very slow. And I feel like that's all that this is like, in times where you felt this sense of aliveness and this wellness, this plentiful energy, and it's actually just you holding yourself in your depth, in the vulnerabilities. When you're down there, you actually inspire yourself to keep going, because you understand what you have is abundant AF. And you've had to go through some shit with your heart, and it sucks. Oh my God, it sucks. You've been through some heartache. Yeah, you've had to, you felt forced into a healing that you didn't want to do. And this has happened 2 times over. I'm like actually feeling like you've done this 2 times very close together. And you're like, holy crap-a-roni, like, this is a lot of heart-opening stuff. I'm seeing things that I'm unaware of. I'm seeing myself in the mirror, being mirrored back to me, of certain behaviors that you've done, but your intentions were good. And it's like, wait, why is this happening? But you understand, and you have processed that you called this in. You called this in. Ooh, there's a lot of really conflicting energies in your wairua at this time. Let's just have a look why. So it's the rattling. Oh, so this was that masculine structure. So that's probably why I was indecisive of choosing this, because I feel like the relationship that you've got going on with your masculine on the outside of you in your 3D reality is very confronting and quite conflicting for you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Walking away. Can't help myself, can I? Okay. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away, oh, to find a better day. there's just this energy. I feel like this is, like, you don't want to look into this. You don't want to pay it attention, but I feel like you need to pay it attention just for a minute. Okay, so this is just a masculine energy. We're not going to define it. That's just, we'll just keep it very general. King of Cups in reverse. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. This is very unfamiliar territory to you spiritually. And I feel like this is the balance of the mother wound that you're doing in the masculine healing of the mother, to then build that beautiful relationship where you've reparented yourself, and then you're embodying that by being that in the reality with your sons in particular, because that's the healing of the feminine for him. You've been exposed to a lot of really sad things, and you're in a space of like feeling very maybe uncomfortable in what you know now about the psychology behind why people behave a certain way. Okay, so this is really important. It's important for you to understand this, because this is how you heal the whakapapa as well, because we're teaching our children how to respect our tinana, because maybe potentially what we learnt as children was not the right way to do things in the bedroom, but we were really exposed to that. You have really created a longevity relationship with yourself that does not leave you empty fucking handed anymore. Okay. Luckily, this energy, even though these cards are representing loss, despair, that separation energy, that depletion energy, it's okay to speak about it and dwell in it, because it's golden. Okay, those are golden for you when you regulate them, so you're not bypassing the experience. And that's what that rattling of your cage was. I love how these cards, there was a lot of hesitancy going into that reading, into this pocket. But now that we're here, the energy's like... yeah, the King of Cups is upright. I was just playing with the cards. Or like, I don't know. I just like talk and do all the things, you know. With the hands as theirs. Yeah, this energy is really giving you going beyond what you were taught. And you are correct, okay? If your intentions are kei te pai, and you have the best intentions for everybody, and it's not centering anyone else except yourself, or any other energy except yourself, you will fast track into whatever you frickin' perceive alignment to be. This energy and this energy is helping you step into this energy and this energy, trusting that the ships come in for you, trusting that someone loves you enough to actually arrive. And look, it's got the wands here. 3 of Wands. one of them is Arako, and that's just representation of the grounding. Very ancestral path that is for you. I know a lot of people see eagles as a tohu. We have the native hawk here. They're coming. They are coming. It's coming. He's coming. Those things are coming. I feel like you can rest. You're successful. Yeah, you've done enough. You're enough. That's the real energy. Beautiful. We've got the Queen of Cups. She's right here. We've got the Emperor. The Emperor being that father energy. But for you showing up as the Queen of Cups, it's also that emotion. It's the emotional regulation, because emotion is emotions. Emotion. So there is that, and I feel like that is what makes your energy feel very curious. Like you are very attractive in whatever it is that you're doing. Keep doing the good intention stuff. Even if it feels like it's really fucking hard sometimes, okay? Even if it feels like it's hard. Because I feel like you've just witnessed a lot of people who feel that way, and they sit in that cycle of potential and they don't act, and you're like, okay, I know that my 10 of, wait, that's actually 9 of cups. You understand that your 9 of cups is backed up by celebration, commitment, pleasure, like safety and security, and being protected, being celebrated, and a part of something delicious and very trustworthy, very I keep saying intelligent. I feel like you're very aware of yourself because you have truly just overcome yourself in so many spaces. So your pentacle energy and your grounded alchemist and your oracle essence can be really nurtured, and you can really designate a logical, tangible energy forward. You can plan ahead, and that's going to be really helpful. You're learning that, okay? Because yeah, like I said, you're aware of the dangers and what happens when you go into that survival mode. You start giving away your treasures, you start giving away your resources, to barter, to like exchange with people. But the thing is that these people don't plan ahead, so there's always like, and you've been one of those people, but it's not on purpose. It's because of the people that you were around, because you trusted. So you're really waking up to the things that you want, the things that you don't want, and you're keeping balance at this time. And it's so nice. It's really nice to read such a grounded collective I think it's also helpful that in Aotearoa at the moment, it's still very warm. We had a freaking terrible holiday season. Any last messages? What time are we in? There is just so much, and I love that we just like show up for our message every day, because this energy is very secure in themselves. I love reading it. I love being able to look up at the cards and be like, okay, who wants to be read today? And the Empress. The Empress. I feel like that's just the confirmation of these cards with the Empress and the Devil in reverse. It's like you don't want to birth something that you don't actually want. Did that just like, it did. You want to be really careful about that energy. Okay, thank you. Let's just see. Oh, the Goddess. I feel like this is a Goddess message. The Three of Wands. Oh, that's beautiful. Goddess. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Swords in reverse, the Three of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this is like the wahine perspective. I don't want to say wahine. It's actually more than that. I feel like you are really just being called to be patient with your detachment at this time and what you're moving through. This is what this Empress in reverse is. I feel like it is a part of you healing the deep no, it's not a healing, it's a detox. So when you're having experiences, if you're like crying heaps, if you're crying heaps over things that you are detaching from, that's okay. That's a part of the release. That's a part of the nervous system regulation. When you let people go and you allow yourself to have fucking boundaries, right? When you stop allowing people to just take from you and you put boundaries in, and now you're like, okay, I'm going to align into this. You are, I feel like that's can be quite conflicting for you, but know your truth, because this energy, even though it's presenting and it's very bold, it's still imbalanced. There's still an imbalance. Okay, but you are very balanced. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands. Oh, we got the Five of Cups. There's nothing to worry about in this energy. I feel like you just keep doing you, boo. Keep showing up as you are. In what you do to ground yourself, to make you feel really good about yourself. And that can be with other people, okay? And it doesn't have to be in very, like, close proximity. It can be spaces like the gym. It could be spaces like the library. It could be going out for walks. Anywhere where you're not actually like in each other's faces, that's going to help you adapt to the bigger moves. Wow. Balance happening in money with the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Those are beautiful. Those are confirming that balance. You don't need validation, confirmation, you know. However, these are beautiful exchanges in a human way too, with another human like me. Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. Your tūpuna are like, I see you dancing, I see you moving. Your offerings, take this how this resonates. Your offerings that you are doing are beautiful. And continue to practice those hot goddess habits. Continue to practice the balancing of your unseen. It's really important at this time. It's helping you as a mother, as your own mother, showing up for yourself. As your mother, but being the mother of yourself at the same time. Mana. Mana. Yeah, and it's leading you into this balance, bruh, where your needs are met. Where you're looked up to in inspiration, not gratification. And that's that wairua about you. I feel like you're learning how to be her more. Is there a resistance there I'm feeling? Maybe. It could come across as being really shy though. There's not anything to worry about when you are good with your intentions, right? Yeah, we've got the Sun. The Queen of Cups in reverse. So, yeah, the more emotionally intelligent you are, the more safety you're going to bring to your nervous system, the more you're going to open up your practice with your body, and that's going to help your mind. And there's just like this full, deep connection and like satisfaction that comes into being in your tinana. You're letting a lot go, including spiritual belief systems, okay? Those need to change as well. I feel like if you're not doing affirmations, you really need to be doing them nightly. At the moment, I'm actually listening to Dylan James. His are nice because it's a masculine voice. And it's quite grounding because I feel like there's a lot of embodiment there with Dylan. It's that Queen of Pentacles, beautiful energy of that feminine being on display, but having very masculine pillars. And I feel that you are learning to be open with yourself with this. And when you meet people, they learn how to do that themselves naturally. But it can create a frequency and it can like stir people up a little bit. So you're coming into your authority, thank you, your authority, because it's a part of you being who you are. We've got the Sun, the Emperor. Beautiful. The Sun energy, daughter of, sister of the Sun. Is it daughter of the Moon, sister of the Sun? Butterflies. Are you scared of a butterfly? I feel like are you scared of a butterfly? I'm just going to say that out loud. I can't remember whether I thought that in a thought, like when I was gardening and I thought about it because I got scared of a butterfly, or whether I was dreaming about getting scared by a butterfly. Okay, I don't remember because my dream state and my human reality is just like blip. It's very mad scientist. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of shift, I feel like, in the becoming 3 weeks in particular of your solar plexus. Okay, you're going to get a lot of upgrades here. And this is into that wellness journey of you taking care of yourself, your I am affirmations, helping you, carrying you through the unseen realms, scrying or something, if that resonates with you. Yeah. Beautiful. Wow, now I have to go and figure out what this is going to be called. That takes me a little while sometimes because we channel so much into the space, and then I like go back into my human and I'm like, and then I have to go back and watch what I've said so I could be like, oh. When I am a little bit more grounded in my human, and I have a selected delegated time to sit with my laptop, which I think is actually at my sister's house because I practically lived there last week, which was beautiful, helping her out with her children's while her Tane was up in Waitangi for Waitangi Day here in Aotearoa. I will just put like a little description, maybe some kupu in there for you to help with your witchy practices, okay? I am sort of doing this transition from Instagram and I'm moving completely over here onto YouTube, still having Instagram as a more personal space, and a lot more coaching energy over there. And YouTube is all about the tohu, the wairua, listening, and self-development, self-care, to assist with all of that wairua, okay? Yeah, so that's me. Please let me know what beautiful beings are resonating with this. I want to, even if you just like message where you're from, that would be great. I love you, and I will see you in the next video.